In the deepest, most hidden corners of the ocean, where moonlight struggles to reach, Ariel prepared to face the power she once feared most, the Sea Witch. It wasn't the same witch she had known, but a new, more sinister force that had risen from the forgotten depths, hungry for revenge against the kingdom of Atlantica. The dark sea trench loomed before her, a gaping maw of shadows and secrets. But Ariel's gaze was steady. She remembered the price she once paid for a pair of legs. A price paid in silence. This time, she wouldn't be silenced. This time, she would fight. With her friends beside her, Ariel knew courage was stronger when shared. Prince Eric, encased in a marvel of human engineering, a diving suit that allowed him to breathe beneath the waves, floated beside her, his hand finding hers. His presence was a comforting anchor in the swirling currents of fear. Flounder, though trembling, darted protectively around them, his bright yellow scales a small beacon of light in the growing gloom. And Sebastian, ever the reluctant hero, perched on a piece of coral, his claws clicking nervously as he mapped out their path. They gathered near the glowing coral caves, a last bastion of warmth and light before their descent into darkness. Together, they were a strange but determined family, ready to face whatever lurked below. They swam deeper into the abyss, where sunlight became a distant memory, and the world transformed into a realm of ethereal, haunting beauty. The pressure mounted, and the silence was broken only by the whispers of lost souls that seemed to echo in the currents. Tales of sailors and merfolk who had ventured too far and never returned. Strange, glowing fish with vacant eyes drifted past them like ghosts, their bioluminescence casting long dancing shadows on the canyon walls. Shapes moved in the periphery, massive and indistinct, hinting at ancient leviathans and unseen dangers. Every flicker of movement, every strange sound, sent a shiver through the group. The trench was alive, and it did not welcome them. Suddenly, the water grew cold, and a swirling vortex of black ink and shadow erupted from the chasm floor. The Sea Witch rose in a storm of fury, her form a terrifying fusion of tentacles and spectral energy. Her voice, a low guttural rumble, shook the very foundations of the ocean floor, sending vibrations through Ariel's bones. It was a voice of pure malevolence, dripping with ancient hatred. Darkness radiated from her, extinguishing the light of the nearby bioluminescent creatures and plunging them into near-total blackness. Her eyes, 2 points of burning amber, fixed on Ariel, and in them, Ariel saw the reflection of all her deepest fears. The witch glided closer, a cruel smile twisting her lips. She promised Ariel everything she had ever desired. Her original, powerful mermaid voice returned in its full glory, and magic that would rival that of her father, King Triton. The price? A simple exchange. All Ariel had to do was surrender the source of her courage, her love for the human world, and for Eric. The witch held out a glowing nautilus shell, its pearlescent surface pulsing with an irresistible, hypnotic light. A small price for unlimited power, the witch hissed, her voice a silken temptation. Rule the seas with me, and forget the fleeting world above. Ariel hesitated, her heart torn. The allure of reclaiming what she had lost was a powerful siren's call. But then she looked at Eric, his eyes wide with concern behind his helmet, and at Flounder and Sebastian, who huddled close, trusting her. Her choice was clear. The ocean trembled as Ariel's song clashed with the witch's dark spell. She didn't need the power the witch offered. She had a power of her own, one born of love and sacrifice. She sang a melody of pure, unwavering light, a song that pushed back against the encroaching darkness. Bright bursts of energy erupted between them, a dazzling, dangerous dance of magic and will. The water swirled into a tempest as Ariel used her voice, not as a weapon of destruction, but as a shield, defending her friends from the witch's shadowy tentacles and bolts of dark energy. In the chaos of the battle, even the smallest heart can change the tide of fate. Seeing the witch momentarily distracted by Ariel's song, Flounder zipped past her face, a flash of yellow and blue that broke her concentration. Enraged, the witch swatted at him, giving Ariel a precious opening. At the same time, Sebastian, using his authority as the royal court composer, rallied an army of the deep, crabs with pincers raised, schools of swordfish pointing their sharp bills, and giant turtles forming a defensive wall. All swarmed to their princess's aid, a testament to the loyalty she inspired. Their combined courage created a current of hope that bolstered Ariel's strength. With the witch momentarily overwhelmed, Ariel saw her chance, singing one final powerful note that resonated with the very magic of the ocean itself. She channeled all her energy, not to destroy, but to contain. The melody wrapped around the sea witch, pulling the dark magic from her form and funneling it into the glowing shell she had offered Ariel. The shell pulsed violently, then went dark. The witch shrieked as her power was stripped away, her form dissolving back into the inky blackness from which she came. With one final note, Ariel's voice broke the witch's spell forever, the sound echoing through the trench as a declaration of victory. As the darkness faded, the light returned. The ocean shimmered once more, free of fear, full of light. The journey back to Atlantica was a joyous one, the sea creatures celebrating their triumph. The kingdom glowed brighter than ever before, its pearlescent towers seeming to shine with renewed hope. Ariel, Eric, Flounder, and Sebastian floated in the center of the celebration, surrounded by their family and friends. The peace that settled over the kingdom was more profound than before. Forged in the crucible of shared bravery and unwavering friendship, the ocean was safe again, its harmony restored. Floating to the surface, Ariel watched the sunrise paint the sky with hues of pink and gold. Eric by her side, she had faced the darkest parts of the sea and her own fears, and emerged stronger. She learned a valuable lesson. True bravery begins not in strength or in power, but in the heart and in the love we have for others. That is a magic no witch can ever hope to conquer. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button, subscribe to Fairy Tale Fables, and ring the bell so you don't miss our new episodes every day. We'll see you in the next tale.